Meet Eric. I found him in a forest and then brought the little guy home. He is tiny, and I kept him as a pet because I had a bigger mission in mind: construct his own personal terrarium. Through thick and thin, I'll show the process I took to construct his new home. When I first found Eric, I attempted to feed him a fly. When he showed no gratitude to my offering and even turned his back on it, I immediately took a liking to his personality and he came home with me. On day 1, Eric took refuge in a glass jar with a single leaf. But this wasn't nearly adequate for him. Eric's terrarium should have dirt, sticks, and maybe even a plant. I decided to leave him overnight and come back in the morning. On day 2, I got to work. I laid out the materials I needed. The first material was the dirt. This would provide a foundation for the rest of the terrarium. Next up was the plant, the centerpiece of Eric's slice of the rainforest. After adding details, the terrarium was done. It has transformed from a glass desert to a slice of the jungle. I let Eric climb into his new home and I observed him intently. I could see he was busy exploring, so I left him for the night. On day 3, Eric needed food. He rejected or even ignored anything I tried to offer him. I was worried that if he continued this hunger strike, he could die. However, on the morning of day 4, I woke up to something potentially dreadful. I looked for Eric inside his terrarium, and I gasped at what I saw. Eric had died. No, just kidding. He has done something called molting. This involves a magical process where he leaves his old exoskeleton and emerges from it reformed. I then attempted to feed Eric one more time. The question is, will he accept my offering? He ate for the first time. He leaps towards his prey, capturing it with outstanding accuracy. With a single bite, Eric paralyzes his prey. While Eric was getting used to his new home, I continued feeding him. In the week I had him, I had bonded with Eric in a way I didn't imagine I could. Also, just so you know, his second name is Ned. Eric Ned. If you really enjoy this video, join the 0.7% who subscribe. And check out my other videos if you like this kind of content.